Good day, Junior Techies. I'm Mrs. Brimmergome. We are going to look at Chapter 7, Activity 3. This activity consists out of two parts. So this video will focus on Part A. Required: refer to the information below and answer the questions that follow. So we're going to look at each one of those questions. If you look at the information, it's an extract from a newspaper article which says, creditors head to court to get full picture of Edcon implosion. So this article focuses on business rescue and what happens if a business is under business rescue. Make sure that you just start by answering the questions, that you go through the article. Question 3.1. Explain the role of board of directors in a public company. This forms part of corporate governance. Make sure that you study the theory. Know exactly, but what is the role of the board of directors? I want to point out one or two things here. The board must commence business rescue proceedings as soon as the company is financially distressed or struggles to generate profits. And this is what this whole article is about. It's about acres that's being placed under business rescue plan. The board needs to provide direction to the organization. They must set the vision, the mission, and the goals of the company and ensure that it's carried out. The board will provide effective and ethical leadership. Question 3.2. What are the functions of Companies and Intellectual Property Commission? So again, ensure that you study the functions of this, because they can ask you this in a test or in an exam. I want to point out the second last bullet, licensing of business rescue practitioners. Again, this is what the article is all about. It's about acres being placed under business rescue. So if we look now at question 3.3, what is the purpose of a business rescue plan? This is to provide a company with temporary supervision and protection against its creditors, just to give them a breathing space, to recognize and restructure their financial affairs. A company that's under business rescue is a company that's in financial distress. That's what it's all about. It is to provide better return to the creditors of the company that what they could have received if the company was to be immediately liquidated, to restructure the affairs of the company in an attempt to ensure that the company continues in existence on a solvent basis. If we look at solvent, it means that is the business solvent? Does our total assets exceed our total liabilities? Question 3.4, they want to know how long Edcus was trading in financial distress and if it was a breach of the Companies Act by trading in an insolvent position. So provide common problems that comes with insolvency, suggest possible solutions. So if we look at the first one, poor cash flow can be a sign of something critically wrong with your business. A solution for that is restructuring the debt and arrange the payment plan with your creditors. Secondly, delayed payments from debtors. It takes debtors longer to pay us. High interest paid to creditors for overdue amounts. Because we have a cash flow problem, we're not able to pay our creditors on time and therefore we're being charged interest. A solution is to outsource the collection of overdue amounts and indicate how this can be funded. Then another problem with insolvency. If the liabilities of the business exceed the assets, A solution to that is use the assets of the business to raise funds. Question 3.5. Which parties would have been affected by Edgar's being placed on business rescue since December 2019? So if we look at this, it will be the creditors, people who they owe money to, the landlords, employees, trade unions, shareholders, and directors. This concludes part A of this activity. Next, we're going to look at part B.